What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'll be showing you guys how to design this wedding card using your smartphone with Pixellab. Alright, first thing I want us to do before we get into the tutorial, I want us to go to our browser and check the size of a wedding card. They have different sizes, okay, so that we'll know how to set up our design workspace. So this is a sample in pixels. There are multiple sizes. Alright, if you scroll through, so this is the one I'm going to be using. So I'll just put in 5x7 in pixels on my Pixellab and I start designing. You can also use this or you use the 5x7. They are different sizes. There's also a 4x6 card. Alright, so let's head into the tutorial. Okay guys, so let's get started. So the first thing is to set our background or design workspace. So let's go to image size. So I said I will use 5x7, 5, height 7. Alright, so that's what we have. Okay, now let's start designing. First thing I want to do is give my background color that I made already. Alright, next thing is import the frame that I'm going to use. I have a frame that I'm going to use for this design. It's not this one. Let's import the right frame I'm going to use for this exercise right here. Alright, so you import your frame, enlarge it, try to make sure it's centralized properly. Alright, so let's get started. So I'll be using very simple fonts for this exercise, very simple fonts. So start with the first text, together with their families. So we're going to write here, together with their families. Okay, all caps. So I'm going to put together up like that, and then I'm going to go to align, take central alignment. I'll go to fonts. I'll be using this font. It's a regular font, it's not a downloaded font, it's just one of the free fonts in Pixellab. Okay, right. So, and the size for this, I'm going to make it to be 39. Perfect. And the color, this is the color I'm using. If you need the color, just click. If you want the color, this is the color code that you can insert yourself. Alright, so let's try to centralize this using our relative position button. Push it up a little bit to our position button. Alright, the next text is Rose and Charles. Capital R, Rose and Charles. Okay, bring it here. And the fonts that I'll be using for this one, it's actually a downloaded font. The font's name is Happy Birthday Rose and Charles. Okay, and the size for this text is going to be 124. Put it at 124. Centralize it. Take it up a little bit. Color for the text is this color. I already gave the color code, so you can use it. Alright, so I'm going to copy this text in order to maintain the same size, and I'll just edit it because the other write-ups need to have the same size. Invite you to join their wedding celebration, all in caps. So this is how we go. Invite you to join their wedding celebration. So I can say invite you to join their, and I break it down like that. Okay, so know that the editing for the first text, this one, since we copied this one, it applies here already. The same font, the same color. Centralize it, take it up a little bit. Okay, now this is where we are going to use our grid, because we need to put some lines on the text. So the next thing is to draw the line. So I'm going to use grid to make it easy for me. So I want my lines to be here, one here, another one here, two lines like this. And I also would use this to make sure I have them properly arranged. All right, and I'm going to delete the rest of the lines. Okay, I'm going to cancel, just delete the rest of the lines, the rest of the grid lines. So these are the ones I'll be using this for. Okay, so let's get our lines. So I'll be using a shape. Just I'll apply this color to it before I insert it. Make it really small. This is what I'll be using for the lines. So you can always check your lines to see if if it's okay. Since it's too small to highlight it, we have to go to our element section and click on it, because it's not too small. The struggle is to make one line. When you make one line, you just copy and paste to make the rest. Okay, it's not that difficult. All right, so I'm good with this one. So I'm just going to copy, bring it down. You might not see it moving because it's quite small. Move it to my position button. Do the same again, copy, bring it down, click on position, move the line, take it down a little bit. So you really need to know how to use these buttons in Pixellab. It's very important. Copy this line again, bring it down. So I'm using relative position to move it very fast, and then I position it properly with my position button. Use the points. So this is how I get my alignment done. To make sure I'm doing everything right. There's the last one, the former one. Okay, and it's the thing, the second line, it's not well aligned. Let me align it properly. Okay, now let me turn off the grid so we check our lines. They're perfect. All right, now let's continue. Here we have Sunday, the next text, Sunday. Take it down, move it in here. Yes. Okay, the next text we have is the time. At 10 a.m. Put it here. Okay. All right, so the date is here. So click on text. So we have the text 14. Push, make it large. Let's put it here, 14. It's too large, reduce it a little bit. And make sure it's centralized, okay? It has to be. This will now guide you to position your lines better. Okay, right. So next is the date. So we have the month, sorry, July. All in caps. I'm going to drive it here. And the next text is the year, which is 2023. Relative position. Relative position is very good. It moves your element really fast, and position gets it to the right place. All right, so we're almost done with this design. All right, so the next thing we need to do now is writing the venue. Okay, so I will use one of these texts, edit. So I'm going to write any venue in my mind right now. So 1, 2, 3. Boya Malingo Junction. For some reason, I just like writing these things in my tutorial. I don't know why. Malingo Junction. Presbyterian Church. Okay, there we go. All right, and bring it down here. Centralize it. Always use relative position to centralize. Then you reduce the size. Let me say 25 is okay. 23, not bad. Still visible, like that. And then we have our little text below here which says reception to follow. And the text, I use the same font here, happy birthday. So I'm just going to copy the Charles and Rose, edit it with reception to follow. Then I reduce the size and put it below. So it's pretty easy. Alright guys, so there we go. That's all for the design. So you just need to do some little checks. If there's anything to edit, you edit it. Like here, the space between this one and this line is bigger than the one between 4, and so I can decide to shift the lines a little bit to the right. To make sure I have a good space. 1, 2. and now it's much better. So we have our design. You can save it as a project if you wish. Wedding card. When you're done, you can save it in your phone. So do make sure you change the format to PNG, and especially when you use frames you downloaded online, always do this. If not, you have a blur image, and then you change the quality to ultra and save it in your gallery. Alright guys, so we're done with this tutorial. Thanks for watching. You can use this same frame and create the back side of the card if you wish, but it was just the front side I want to do tutorial for. I don't want to make it long. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video. Peace.